talk to? Did you talk to DeAndre? Did you talk to Clint?
I talked to Clint a little bit, talked to DeAndre, some other guys on the national team. They all reached out to me. They were great, and just like I said, gave me that advice to just follow what I wanted to do, and because I knew in my heart what was going to be best, what I thought was going to be best for me, So and that's kind of what I did, and that's why I ended up back here. So.
Ziggy had mentioned the Olympic team and other international obligations. Have you put the schedules together yet? Do you know if you would be available to the Sounders on opening day? I believe it's March 3rd or something.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything for the. I think maybe it's the 6th against Kansas City. So no, nothing going on then. So yeah.
How is all of this for a country boy from Mercer Island? Is this a bit much, or are you used to it now?
No, it's a lot definitely, but obviously it's flattering and very exciting, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So.
A similar question: is this new? Is this scale different than anything you've experienced before, or is this becoming more normal?
No, it's becoming a little more normal. I used to be so bad at interviews; it was terrible. Not that I'm good now, but it's just a little bit. I feel a little more comfortable, and so it's. Of course, it's a lot, and it's awesome to see all these people here, and but it's it can be tough at sometimes.
Have you had a chance to meet up with any of your new teammates this week at all, or?
No, I actually just flew into town yesterday, and then I head out tonight. So I think I'm going to meet up with the team in Arizona.
Have you spoken with any of them? Has any of them reached out at all?
I know Jordan Schweitzer pretty well, so we've been talking, and we used to play ODP together back in the day. So talked to him a little bit.
Jordan, a lot's been made about kind of college's role in development. Obviously, spending 3 years there. What's your take on kind of its place, I guess, for players coming out of high school?
Yeah, I think, like I said, everyone has a different path, but again, like Ziggy said up there too, it's not about the environment you're in. It's about how you, kind of the individual, tries to succeed in that environment, I guess. And so I felt for me, Stanford was a really fulfilling environment in terms of growing as a player, growing as a person, and I definitely wouldn't be the player I am today without, having gone to Stanford, and that opened me up to obviously opportunities with the national team and stuff like that. So super thankful for my time there, and for me that was the best choice, was to stay for 3 years, and I feel like Coach Gunn and my teammates there helped me develop and made me the player I am today. So I'm going to endorse college soccer because I think it's a good learning environment.
How close were you after your second year? Was there any thought to going pro?
Yeah, a little bit, but it was kind of a frustrating year. We didn't do as well as we wanted as a team. I didn't do as well as I wanted to individually, and I kind of had some unfinished business, like I said, that I wanted to come back. And also, I just didn't feel in my heart that I was ready to make that jump yet. I wanted to spend another year in college with my friends and kind of have that experience. And then I felt like this year it was time to move on, and obviously going out with a win was the best way to do it. So. Yeah.
How does your mindset change if you prepare to play in front of 45,000 people, all obviously locals, obviously your neighbors? How do you change your mind?
Super exciting, obviously. That was part of the reason that I decided to come here. Is, I've been in the crowd for so many games, and I understand the atmosphere and understand how amazing the fans are here. So, you don't really think about it too much. You just kind of go out there and play, but it's an added benefit to have the best fans in the league supporting you, and both on and off the field. So I'm super excited and thankful for all their support and their help in this process as well.
At the point that Werder Bremen sounded like they definitely planned to sign you, what was the reaction from them when you told them, sorry, I'm going back to Seattle?
They understood. I don't think it's the first player that has done that to him. I don't think it'll be the last. So it's just kind of part of the business, and they understood. They were great, though. They were very, welcoming to me, and it was a very cool experience there. But when I told them my feelings, my thoughts on why I want to head back to Seattle, it was, again, with respect, and I was very thankful to them. But kind of said, this is where my heart is, this is where I want to be, and they understood that. So.
Jordan, what was the reaction like when you told your parents that for sure it's Seattle?
They were very excited. Obviously, my dad's part of the organization, so it'll be cool to play on the team and have him in the locker room and stuff like that. And then my mom's I'm going to live at home for a little bit, so my mom is excited about that and kind of gets her little boy to come back home. So.
What did your time with Sounders Academy mean for you, both in your development as a player and kind of in getting you here? I mean, absent homegrownness, would you have wanted to be in MLS if you had been open to the general draft and been picked by an East Coast team or something like that?
You know, obviously not nearly as much as I would, you know, being here. And that's no disrespect to any other team. It's just, this is my home. This is where I want to be. So obviously playing that year was influential in terms of tagging me as a homegrown and then being able to come here. But it was a great learning experience. It was another step up from, you know, I played on the east side. It was another step up from there. It gave me some exposure, and that led to a U20, you know, call-up. Obviously Ziggy and Chris were helpful with that too. So, I mean, again, I think each step in my development has kind of prepared me to where I am today, and that was another very helpful step.
Last question, guys.
Jordan, what was your Klinsmann's reaction when you chose Seattle?
He was very supportive. You know, I've been talking with him through all this stuff, and like I said, I just had to thank him for everything he's done for me, because, again, I couldn't have dreamed of the stuff that has happened, and that's all because of him. You know, a different coach in there might not have taken that chance to call up a college player, but kind of took a chance on me, and he's been great through the whole process. So, yeah, just thank you to him, and he was supportive though. Yeah.